Finally, turn this ship around. We must continue the attack.
Unfortunately, that is not possible.
Why not? We must attack and kill Linkara. I will not allow myself to be defeated again.
The energy of the artifact is almost completely drained.
What?
The power of the artifact has almost been completely used up. First by your resurrection, and then by trying to maintain the energy demands of this upgraded vessel. It is too much for the artifact alone. It is recharging, but slowly. I had to disconnect several systems from it in order for recovery to begin.
And I assume that the ship's original power systems will be insufficient to the task after the upgrades.
No, they are not sufficient.
From what I recall, some magic can take on energy from another source in order to replenish itself. Your life form may have another use, fleshling.
From the looks of it, their power suddenly went dead.
Can they recover from that?
Mechakara was able to turn a science vessel into a warship in only a few hours. He'll find a way.
Yeah, well, we have our own power problems. We got hurt bad. Let's see. We're down to emergency batteries, which isn't enough to get us back to Earth in any less than 6 months. But, hey, if we have another space battle, we won't have to worry about that, because then we won't have enough power for air.
Can we repair the engines?
Okay, the good news is the engines can be fixed. Actually, pretty easily. Everything's modular back there. I can swap out just about anything with a Phillips head.
So what's the bad news?
You remember all the shooting? Yeah, the cargo bay at the replacements got blowed up. Trying to figure out a way to jury-rig something with what we got left, but it's gonna take a while.
Alright, we need options. Everyone just start throwing out ideas. Anything at all.
What about the debris field? If they could use parts out there for their ship, couldn't we?
Yeah, but if Mechakara comes looking for us, that'll be the first place that he looks. And there's no guarantee that any of the parts out there are gonna work.
Doesn't this ship have escape pods or fighters or some bullshit?
There is a scout ship, the Vigilant, in the hangar bay. It is a way out of here in a pinch.
So let's go!
But wait, if we did that, we'd be leaving Comicron 1 to Mechakara, and I don't think any of us here want to see him get that much more powerful.
Well, fuck that plan then.
What about Europa?
What about Europa?
Well, when we fought the Executor, Europa was being transformed into an Earth-like world. He set up a base there. There might be some supplies that we can salvage.
Plus, there could be lots of guns down there!
It's the best plan we have. How long will it take to get there?
With the engines like they are, a few hours. I'm gonna need to take a closer look to be certain.
It's been a long day. We're all tired. When we know how long it's going to be, we should all sleep in shifts. And when we're awake, we should probably try and help fix the ship.
You realize I have no fucking clue how to fix a spaceship, right?
Then make something to eat or drink, preferably with a lot of caffeine.
I guess Crystal Pepsi is out.
Would you even know how to make Crystal Pepsi from scratch?
Oh yeah, I keep like several bottles of it in my pants.
What the hell was that back there?
What do you mean?
You froze. I have never seen you freeze like that. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You just don't want to tell me.
Look, if something's going on, you need to tell me. You can't expect us to follow you if you don't trust us!
I didn't ask you guys to come along. You volunteered!
You're damn right we volunteered! We heard people were in trouble and we wanted to help!
You put yourselves at risk!
Oh, come on! We faced danger before!
Ha! What have you guys faced off against? A micronation? Some pissed off sorcerer who got beaten by a planeteer? An Emperor Palpatine ripoff? You guys haven't seen anything! I'm the expert here!
Oh, so this is an ego thing? You think you're better than us?
No, of course I don't! But I know how dangerous it is! You guys don't! You don't know what it is to fight something that truly, truly wants you dead. You never had your head slammed repeatedly into a wall until it's covered in your own blood. You guys don't know what it's like to collapse on the ground thinking that you did something horrible only for it to be some monster messing with your head. You guys have never stared into the face of an angry god as it laughs at how small you are, and then you stare right back at it and make it blink!
And then you froze!
Yeah, I did.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I always thought I was.
I don't understand.
I always thought I was okay with how my life is, but then this morning...
Stop talking, just breathe.
No, I have to say this. This morning it all just hit me. The sheer weight of it collapsed on top of me. Every battle I fought, every shot and stab and punch and kick and burn and bruise, all just flashed before my eyes. I sat down to review a comic like I normally do, but I couldn't think of anything but the fighting.
PTSD?
No, I don't think so. It's more like an epiphany. Is this it? I feel like I'm just waiting to die, like I have nothing to look forward to except fight after fight after fight.
But then what was that back there?
When Mechakara was about to fire, I was ready. I was ready for it to end. And then it didn't. And I didn't know how to feel about that. I'm pretty damn sure I don't want to die, but... well, here we are having this conversation because I screwed up something royal. You all could have died because of me. And Alan did die. You're all in danger. I should never have let you guys come along.
Maybe not, but we're here.
Take the scout ship back to Earth. I'll deal with Mechakara.
Don't you dare. You made a mistake. A big one, but it wasn't letting us come with you. What would you have done if I hadn't spoken up and fired on them? You'd have froze again, and you'd probably be dead right about now. We knew the dangers, that didn't matter. People needed our help. And right now, you need our help. We're your friends, and we're in this together. We're gonna make it through this together. Don't patronize us like we don't know what we're doing. We're here to help, and that's what we're going to do. Now, I don't know what to say about the issues you've been having lately, but we're all tired. Maybe you more so than the rest of us, but we're here to help you if you'll let us help. You think you can still lead us?
Yeah.
Good. You said you trusted me with command. I'll tell you right back. I trust you to do the same thing. We all do. Please, don't let our trust be misplaced. Now go get some rest. I'll take first watch.
But I...
Do it now.
Prepare to alter course. We must find Linkara.
That course of action does not seem logical.
I know it doesn't seem logical, but I know that pasty, fat sack of meat and juices. I know him of old. Above all else, he is the one who has survived. He is my enemy, and I will not know satisfaction until he is dead.
And we are prepared to follow your commands. However, there is an additional problem.
Elaborate.
Draining the life energy of the biological unit has only partially recharged the artifact's power, and it will be insufficient to allow the vessel to remain in battle for very long. And you have a finite supply of biological units from which to drain energy from.
You are unfortunately correct. What course of action do you recommend?
The memories of this biological unit recall a base on the Jovian satellite Europa. It may contain power cells we can use to supplement the artifact's power until it needs to be called upon.
I concur with your assessment. In addition, Linkara may be heading there as well. His ship is damaged and in need of repair. Alter course immediately.
Harvey? You asleep?
No, not really. Then again, who could sleep at a time like this?
Well, a few people come to mind.
What's on your mind, long hair?
We almost died today.
But we didn't focus on that.
Yeah, but we did. We almost did. We almost really died. And I'm not okay with that.
No one is. Not really, anyway. No one truly wants to die. I think that people just want their pain or their fear or whatever it is to just stop.
Do you believe in God?
How do you mean?
You know, God. Big guy up in the sky, long white beard, created the universe. God. Do you, believe there's something for us after we die?
No. No, I don't.
Oh.
I lost someone once. Someone I loved. It's really hard to believe in that kind of thing after something like that.
Huh.
But on the other hand, I've seen a lot of weird stuff since I put in my chips with the kid. Stuff that makes me think that even if there ain't a God, there is something better for all of us out there.
Something rooting for us?
Exactly. And I've got to hold on to that at least. Someone or something is on our side. And we owe it to them to keep on living. Does that help?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Anytime.
Ever worried you're gonna let them down?
All the damn time.
Well, guess we better make sure we don't. Let's get some sleep.
Me, I don't really care whether I die or not, just so as long as I go out swinging.
You know it, guys. You know it.
I'm honestly terrified to touch any of this. I mean, how impossible is it to make a spaceship with a joystick?
Look, why don't you go get some rest? Pollo's gonna be along to replace you in a minute anyway.
Thanks. I need to work on my review for Turkish Debbie Does Dallas anyway for when we get back.
Review of... Reviewing things. Seriously.
I figured you might need this.
Thanks. Wait, how did you bring this to me if your arms don't work?
A question I myself have asked. You should probably get some rest.
Can't. Everyone else needs more sleep than me.
You're lying, but I'm sure they appreciate the thought. I'll wake everyone up if something happens.
We shouldn't be doing this.
I beg your pardon?
I said we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be out here in space right now. We shouldn't be fighting some murder-hungry robot. We shouldn't be fighting anybody. We're critics. We review things. We should be critiquing plot lines, not being part of them. You're right. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled.
No need to apologize. You've had a long day.
Wake me at the first sign of trouble.
Understood. It is fascinating to me, though.
What is?
Well, you still plan on reviewing things when we return to Earth, yes?
Yeah, if we return to Earth.
So, this is something extra. Something in addition to. Why must it be the story or the review? Why is one or the other preferable to both?
Because it's weird, and I didn't want it. It's like everything is being interrupted for the sake of this.
Perhaps. But why have you not left yet, then? The scout ship stands ready. You can end your involvement with this affair, and no one will think ill of you for it.
Because my friends are in trouble, and they need my help. And when people need my help, I'm going to be there for them.
Of course you are. Because despite our unique circumstances, the things that we encounter are not oddities. They are not interruptions. We all have our own storylines. Each of us is the protagonist in our own tale. If it was not Mecha that we encountered, your life would eventually be interrupted, as you say, by something else. A loved one in need elsewhere, an obstacle appearing along the way, or an enemy in a different form would disrupt your existence. You will always encounter people who won't like you, who use you, who don't appreciate what you're trying to do with yourself, and sometimes they will defeat you. But most of the time, you will overcome them. This is just another chapter of our lives. A weird, dangerous, and unhappy one. But turn the page. The story does not end with us, but together we will make it to a happy ending.
You know, I never took you to be an optimist.
On the contrary, I'm a realist. It's just reality is not usually as bad as it is so often perceived to be. Although it likely will be if you don't get some rest.
Right. Thanks.
I mean, if I were an optimist, I'd actually believe that someday I was going to get working arms.
Any sign of life down there?
Plenty, but if you're talking about human life, nothing specific.
The sensors were damaged in the attack. We can't tell how accurate they're going to be in this state.
Right, Nimue, are the teleporters working?
Teleportation systems are functional, but are a considerable drain on power when in use.
Could we take the scout ship down?
Yeah, but if Mecha shows up again, it'll take too long for it to get it back up here, and it'll be an easy target for his weapons. We'll risk the teleporter, but we'll only use it to go down there, get the parts we need, and then come back up again. Nash, do you have the list of parts we need?
Yeah, I'm just training my fill-in for while I'm down there.
Hey, what's this thing do? Jesus fuck! That was awesome. I'm gonna do that again.
Is everything alright down there?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Alright, then get yourself ready for teleport. Lupa, you're with me.
Wait, I should go too. I've got a few things that I'd like to show anybody we may meet down there.
I know, dude, but you're still the best guy up here for weapons in case Mecha shows up again.
Then shouldn't I go in place of you? I thought a captain's place was with his ship.
It is. But if Mecha does show up again, it might help you guys if I'm down there instead of up here. It might turn his attention away from the ship. Lupa, you ready?
I guess, but shouldn't I have a gun or something?
Got you covered, dudes!
What fresh hell is this?
Alright, we got ourselves some nicely modded designs here. 20-shot clips, armor-piercing rounds, and no jamming. They pull a little to the right, so make sure to compensate.
And these work?
Yep, tested them out in the cargo bays. Was only able to get about 20 feet at a time. After that, you're gonna have to rely on aim.
Good work, dude. Get the other one to Nash. I've got my magic gun, so I'm good.
You made these from scratch?
Yep, modified some existing pistols we already had in storage. Mind you, I wanted to add like 6 rotating Gatling guns and a belt feed, but we're on a time crunch and all, so not my most radical work, sadly.
It's fine. Get the other one to Nash and try to make sure the cinema snob doesn't blow up my ship.
Rock on!
How can he just build guns from scratch?
Well, that's nothing. He handles the general maintenance of the ship and my arsenal. Dude has a knack for anything mechanical or electronic.
Huh.
Alright, let's head down. Everyone, keep in touch with us.